Oh, hey y'all, so I wanted to come and talk to y'all. What's up? Welcome to my high seas. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I wanted to talk to y'all about this Nicki Minaj thing, right? Because when it first happened, I meant to come and make a video about it, but I never had ended up getting around to it because I just haven't. But Nicki had went on the live. She was sniffling. She was being her usual charismatic self, and people were saying that she was high off coke, right? So then she came back and did another IG live post saying that she has never done coke. She was like, it's a lot of drugs in the industry. I've done drugs in the industry. I know a lot of people, especially in the fashion industry, that do coke. That's not one that I've ever choose to do or whatever, and I haven't done it. And that's when I was like, okay, you went too far. If a girl who is you lying to, the lies, if she wanted to say I wasn't high on that live of no damn coke, cool. I believe that, and I would agree with that. Because the season that we in with this COVID, with the chemtrails, with pollution, with vaccines, and I'm not talking about the latest one. I'm just talking about throughout history that we get starting from 2 months. Like with all of that, allergies and people's sinuses are running rampant. Okay, rapid. And everyone has some form of cold symptoms right now, and it's because of the sporadicness and the weather changes. One minute, well, I know here in Michigan, we literally in 1 week had 85-degree weather, snow, rain, and then I think it went back up to about like 20 degrees. 20 degrees higher than that. It went back up high, and then I think we even turned around and had a tornado. So like the weather is just ridiculous. So I would have believed her. She said no, those weren't coke symptoms. It's just the weather, allergies, sinuses, right? But furthermore, the reason how I know that she lying, talking about she ain't never did coke, is other people in the industry has always came out and told us how you in the meetings, signing them contracts with these execs and corporations, they be having coke on the table. They told us that at parties, industry parties and stuff like that, on set, they be having coke on the table like it's candy, like it's a gift bag. You know what I'm saying? So they always have told us that it's around her like that. Now, does that mean that everyone who attend these things is doing it? No. But her man, her ex-man anyway, had came out, y'all, if y'all recall this, after they break up, right before, I think, matter of fact, the Nicki Hate Train came, she was on a live, I think smoking some weed though, right? Or at least that's what she said it was. But he had made a post saying how you go all your life not messing with these drugs, and you wait till you get in your 30s. He said something like that. You wait until you get in your 30s now to start doing that. He was talking about coke. He wasn't talking about weed. She been told us that she was popping pills and stuff like that. So we know that came before then, because she started getting her first plastic surgeries. She came in the game. She looked to be like, 16, 17, maybe 18. Young Money blew her up. She already had by the time she blew up, she already had her first process of plastic surgery, butt enhancement, breast enhancement, stuff like that. So I would say about 20. So she first started taking painkillers as a drug. Some people use that as a leisure drug. It isn't addictive. When she was like 20 years old. And then throughout her career, she has had other surgeries. And she was telling us in her music that she was popping pain pills, right? So that is the only drug, although not a street drug, that she has ever told us, admitted to doing, even admitted that she was addicted to it, because in one of her songs before, she said that the withdrawals was hell and stuff like that. So we know that Safari wasn't talking about that when he made that tweet. And then it turned around to show IG of her smoking weed during that time, hanging with some girl. He wasn't talking about weed. Weed isn't the type of drug that anyone will raise an eyebrow to. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's normal. Most kids start smoking weed at about the high school years. You get what I'm saying? And nowadays, hey, it might even be younger than that. I have no clue. But he was talking about coke. She has done coke before. I personally believe that. I don't have the proof. And Safari putting out that tweet ain't necessarily the proof. But that's what the heck he was talking about. That girl sat on that live, gave us a bold-faced lie talking about she ain't never done it. I wouldn't. Basically, one of the other statements that she made was something to the effect, well, it implied that she's done it before but didn't like it or don't usually do it like that. Because she went from on that live saying I don't do coke, that's one of the drugs I don't do, ain't never done, and all that, and then she went and turned around, because when you keep talking you can misspeak, possibly, or you can just begin revealing too much thought, too much truth of what you actually are thinking and thought. So she turned around and was like, after saying she's never done it, she was like, cocaine, that's just not my drug of choice to do like that. So you basically telling us that you turned around and told us that yes, you have tried it before, you have done it, you are familiar with it. It's just not your favorite on the top of the list. So I had took that second step. Well, when she first said she ain't never did it, I knew that was a bold-faced lie. But when she turned around and basically corrected herself, maybe by mistake or whatever, it had me thinking like the same way a person, let's say they love Hennessy, right? That's their choice. They not going to the store to go and buy, let's say, some Martell, but a Martell there, they ain't drunk it before a few times, a couple of times here and there, they ain't drunk something else, even though Hennessy is what they're known to go buy, drink, and want and prefer. So that's how I had took that comment, like, okay, right, you prefer, I guess the pain is Molly, ecstasy, or something. But you've done coke before. Anyway, tell me what you guys think about that video with Nicki being called out, or accused, should I say, of doing coke, and what do you think about her video to retort that by saying that she ain't never done it, and also that it's not her drug of choice, although it is all throughout the industry and in the circles that she run, and she do not judge those who do that drug, because she says she have a lot of friends who did it. Tell me what you guys think. But she all lies, all cap. Girl, bye. You ain't fooling nobody.